video tutorial, we're going to look at a new site that started last summer called edutube.org. Now, this site was designed to help educators find videos a little easier. Basically, they state on their webpage that they realize there's a ton of good videos out there for educators, but oftentimes they're hard to find and take a lot of searching. So the hope or the idea with this page was that as people posted their videos onto EduTube, they would take the time to categorize them and write good meta tags, and so that they would be quick and easy to find for educators. Now, unlike a lot of video sharing websites, this particular video website you cannot upload videos to. You can only link them to places from, say, TeacherTube or YouTube. So keeping that in mind, if you do use this in your classroom, you may run across videos that don't play because they are on YouTube, or another video website. So keep that in mind when using that. It is eventually, like I said, this is going to be fairly extensive. It will have a lot of good topics on it, but at the current time it's still somewhat in development. Doesn't have a huge list or a huge amount of content yet on this website. So in this first section, we want to take a look, kind of an overview of EduTube and how to create a username and password to get logged in to this website. Now there are four major navigation areas on this EduTube homepage. The first one is the section up here. This is where we have EDU's top 100, where they feel the top 100 videos on EduTube. We have those that are the most popular, those the most recent, a sitemap that shows you kind of how the website is laid out, and how to submit a video. These are kind of quick links along the top hand side. Down the left hand side, you'll see kind of a navigation bar. And this is the second section that we're going to kind of look at here. And again, it's pretty simple, like most traditional pages. You have your links going down the left hand side, and here we have navigation to different search options, adding podcasts or videos, FAQ or help page, forums. This website does have forums for educational purposes to discuss certain topics, and groups that have kind of formed over maybe a particular topic, grade level, something of that nature. Below that, you have your user login, where you would type in your username and password once you have created your account. And there's also a Remember Me checkbox, where if you check that when you do return to this web page, you won't have to type in your username and password again. And below the login, you'll see a few links. Create a new account, request a new password in case you've lost yours, or log in using an open ID, meaning you're not logging in as a particular user. So the next portion of this, we want to look at creating a new account. How can we create a username and password to log in and use YouTube and all of its functions? So we come here to the left hand side again, under the left hand navigation bar here, and go down to where it says create a new account. We'll click on create a new account, and it'll take us to our first page, and that is simply to type in a username and email address. So in this case, we're going to type in a username. My wife's going to be happy about that. And email address. And we will click create a new account. And then you'll notice up here it says your password and further instructions have been sent to your email. So then we're going to want to go to our email account, go to our inbox, and we're looking at our inbox, and we don't see the email from EduTube. So again, we might want to check our junk mail. And again, since it's a no reply email, it has been sent to junk, or it may have been spammed. So we'll mark that one as safe as well. Go back to our inbox, and there it is, info@edutube.org. And then it gives you a little spiel about glad you joined, and it gives you your username and password here, and that's what you will use to log into EduTube. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the username and return to EduTube. Then I will go to the user login section, and I will paste my username in there and get the password. Now it will give you a generic password to begin with. Oops, clicked on the wrong one. It will give you a generic one. Like I said, you'll have to make sure you use the one that they send you first. And then we'll get our password here. Now this is a generic password. You'll have to change this once you get into EduTube, unless you can remember the generic one that they give you. So I'll just copy that, return to EduTube, and paste that into our password. I'm going to click Remember Me and log in. Now you'll know that you have been logged in when you see in the upper left hand side here the username you put in show up on the screen. So I know I am now logged in to EduTube. So that covers our overview and how to log in to EduTube.